Hello and welcome to our third video for travel advisors traveling on a hosted trip and how to use FamGuru in that case. We've talked a little bit about the basics of FamGuru. We've talked a bit about other features within FamGuru and how to use those. In this video, we're going to talk about after the trip and how you can use FamGuru after the trip. First of all, we're going to talk about finishing your notes and the importance of that, remind you where the notes are. And now that you have great information, how do you generate a report to share it with your colleagues and your clients? And then finally, we'll talk a bit about downloading gallery images in case you'd like to use them for marketing purposes. So just a refresher, let's go into our itinerary. And remember, for a given aspect of the trip, you want to be able to have your public and your private notes in good order. So how does one do that? Through adding insights. And so here are my public and my private notes. Yes, I have added some information about this cruise. Terrific. And best practice is to be taking your notes as you're going through the trip so that you're not having to do a lot of catch up afterwards. You're doing it when the knowledge is fresh in your mind. We also want to make sure to do our private insights. So if you want to go deeper and you want to take notes on specific staterooms, the food and beverage, different aspects of the cruise that we have talked about in the basics section, you can do that here. So super important to do this. In the public section, it's important to do that for your host because they're looking forward to receiving your feedback so they can make these experiences better for you and for your travelers in the future. So they need to know what you think. So please do your public notes. And with the private insights, that's for you. That's the gold that you're going to be able to keep on file for your clients and all of the great knowledge that you want to share with your colleagues about, is this a good experience for our customers or is it not? So do be sure to do your private insights as well. All of this forms the basis of your trip report. So let's go back to our navigation menu. And now that we have all this great information about the trip and our experience and all of the information that our host preloaded for us, what can we do with that? So let's go to our homepage for the trip, and we're going to take you to the three dots in the upper right. Remember, when you see three dots, it means there's more action that you can tag, more information that you can tag. We'd like to generate a report of all this great info that we have collected. And since we're not designers ourselves, that would take us hours when we come back. So instead of that, let's just generate a PDF of everything that we've learned. And so yes, please, we would like to do that. That will take a moment. And once it comes up, we'll review that. Okay. So what you have here in the PDF, and let's see, it's a small version, small screen, we have a synopsis of the overall itinerary. And then we're looking at all the different aspects of the trip. And so in Santa Monica Notes, I just gave it a rating. But I did give it some private notes, good for which clients and specific clients I thought would like Santa Monica. As we continue down, here's our hotel stay in the Regent, Santa Monica. These are the photos and the information that our hosts had preloaded for us. So we've got the professional portion of our archive here, the contacts. And then we come down to my public notes and what I thought of it, my rating, and my private notes. And then we go on to the actual room. So there is the King Oceanfront with fire pit and my comments about that. Again, much better than 6 months from now going through and trying to find these photos and remember what they were in your camera roll. So this creates a report that you can share with your colleagues and your clients. PDF is not always the most convenient way to get the information, to share the information. If you go to the web version at web.famguru.app and go to your trip there, you also have the opportunity to download a docx version. And that allows you to pull out any piece of it. It allows you to only send information to a client that they might like to see. Maybe they don't need to see everything. You saw 5 hotels, you want to show them 2, your notes and photos from there. And so you can have it in whatever version that you would like to do it. Here in the app, it's only available through PDF. And on the web, you can get it in docx as well. But the idea is to press a button and have a report that you don't have to organize, but you can share widely. So that is a bit about trip report generation. And the final thing I'll talk about, again, thinking about marketing and sales to our clients, is how to get images out of the trip gallery. So you and your colleagues might have submitted a lot of images that you have access to. It's a shared gallery So you need to know anything you shared here can be used publicly by someone else. And how do you get this information out of FamGuru? So let's click on a photo here and go to our three dots again. Now you can export it to your social media if you wish, or you can email it to yourself or put it in one of your drives here. That's how you would get it out of the app itself. Again, we'll refer back to the web, which is a bit more flexible. If you go to the gallery in the trip on the web at web.famguru.app, you'll see that there's an option to download the images. And you can download the whole gallery if you wish, or you can select certain images that you can download and then share with your marketing department or do your MailChimp or put in an email to the 5 clients you think should see it, and use those images widely, because that's what they're there for, to be able to share the experience widely, again, with your colleagues or with your customers. So again, be thinking about who you're going to share this with as you go. Keep taking your notes as you go. And then afterwards, you have a lot of tools to get the information to the people that need to see it so you can sell this experience like you've never sold it before. That's all for today. Thanks so much for listening, and drop us a line at info@famguru.app if you have any questions.